Indeed, today is a historic day and a landmark occasion, not only for the NDPP, not only for the state government, but for the people of Nagaland as a whole. This party, the NDPP, was formed as a reaction and a response to the people of Nagaland who were crying out for an alternative, for a change, to build a new Nagaland. It was in this response that the NDPP was formed and founded on 17th May 2017 at our first General Convention in Chumukedima district. After that day, as they say, the rest is history. This party is a party like no other. The preamble of this constitution, the constitution of the NDPP, promises and commits that every member of this party will serve the people with dedicated commitment. Strive for realization of justice and equality with a spirit of peace and fraternity. That we will uphold the highest principles of democracy, freedom of speech, and freedom of the individual. Our party constitution says that every organ of the party, every member will stand up for true democracy and in the greater interest of the people of Nagaland. Article 2 of our sacred constitution says that the principles of this party will be guided by the secular ethos of the nation. We will have respect for human rights, protection of secular rights, every religion, realization of the people's aspirations, and that we will forever voice the voice of the common man, of every citizen, that the NDPP will be the voice of the Nagas. This is the commitment that our constitution assures. Most importantly, we are committed to uphold the rich culture, the traditions, and the Naga way of life, which has been passed on to us from times immemorial, generation after generation. At the top of the NDPP agenda is the Naga political issue. This party has committed that it will make every effort to stand up for achievement of peace, to finding a way to bring an honorable, acceptable, and an inclusive political resolution to the ongoing peace process and the dialogue. To the extent that our leaders are willing to give up their chairs for the cause of peace and for the cause of our people.
Today we celebrate watershed moment in Nagaland history. Under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, our party has achieved an unprecedented milestone in gender representation. For the first time since the statehood, the NDPP has successfully elected 2 women MLAs. One of them has been appointed as a minister, while the other served as an advisor. This breakthrough is more than just a political achievement, or it's not just a modern political achievement. It is a symbol of progress, inclusivity, and empowerment. It sends a strong message that women's leadership is essential for a just and prosperous society. I would also like to express our heartfelt appreciation to the Honorable Chief Minister for spearheading a transformative initiative in the healthcare sector. The establishment of the Chief Minister's Mobile Operation Theatre, equipped with cutting-edge keyhole surgery technology and advanced diagnostic tools, is a groundbreaking step in ensuring equitable healthcare. This reduced healthcare access for rural and remote communities. This initiative will undoubtedly transform lives, reducing healthcare disparities, and improve overall well-being across the state. Friends, the creation of a state, Nagaland state on the 1st December 1963 was a clear indication of the government India's desire to solve the Naga political problem and to usher in peace and prosperity to Nagaland. Thus, the Naga people were given the power, responsibility, and opportunity to govern their own affairs. In the history of the Nagas, for the first time, a responsible and popular government was formed by the Nagaland National Organization, that is NNO, in January 1964. Since then, the government of Nagaland has set itself to the task of running a responsible government with determination to solve the Naga political problem and to bring peace and development to Nagaland. Right from the Nagaland Nationalist Organization Party in its government time, all the political parties in Nagaland and the successive governments worked for the integration of the contiguous Naga area. The Nagaland Legislative Assembly passed resolution 5 times for the integration of contiguous Naga areas with the state of Nagaland. But the integration issue has become difficult to implement because of various historical events and has become a distant dream. The talks with the NNC and IM and the Naga National Political Group was concluded on the 31st October 2019. The topmost concern and desire of the people of Nagaland is that the leaders of the various national worker groups lose no further time for the settlement of the Naga political issue with India. As long as the political stalemate continues, there can be no peace in Nagaland. The paramount task, therefore, the people of Nagaland is to find a permanent solution to this problem. Therefore, I appeal to leaders of the national workers to come together and with one voice and settle the issue with the government of India without further delay.
The economy of Nagaland, as we all know, is predominantly agrarian, meaning that our people are mostly dependent on agriculture and allied activities for sustenance. Agriculture is not just a source of livelihood, but also a way of life for our people. In the agricultural sector, the fertile soil and favorable climate of the state makes it ideal for cultivating variety of crops. And given the increasing demand for organic food in the world, our state stands to benefit with organic farming, for which there is huge potential in our state. In our horticulture sector, the abundant oranges, pineapple, kiwis, and persimmon, and even areca nut, we call it betel nut, for that matter, can be further developed to boost export and generate revenue for our farmers. In a recent interview during the Global Business Summit 2025, the Honorable Minister for Donor Jyotiraditya Scindia commented that the largest market for pineapple of Tripura is Germany. The king chilies of Nagaland are sent to Dubai, and Arunachal Pradesh has the highest varieties of orchids which, if tapped, can minimize the import of orchids by India from Thailand or other countries. Why I'm saying this is because if we cultivate with the aim to export, even pineapple of Nagaland will have huge demand in the market. Large-scale cultivation of king chili will draw the attention of big buyers around the world. And if a proper survey is carried out, we will find that varieties of orchids are no less in Nagaland to be supplied outside. The fruits, be oranges, kiwis, or persimmon, are organically grown, and if we can meet the demand of the market, the distributors or retailers would rush to Nagaland to place their orders and take it straight from our villages and town to the market destination. As I mentioned, the trend for organically grown fruits and vegetables will only keep increasing in the world. Friends, let us work together to ensure that the benefit of this initiative reach citizens, leaving no one behind. Together, we can build a Nagaland that is prosperous, inclusive, and sustainable. Thank you, and Koknale. Long live NDPP.
Peace for development and development for peace has been adopted as NDPP agenda in our party manifesto under the slogan Nagaland towards a state of excellence. Naga people have been crying out for peace with expectation of a permanent solution through present negotiation. Generations of Nagas have sacrificed their lives and shed countless tears in the political journey, and all sections of Naga society have been deeply impacted by this political conflict. The state's economy and overall development and progress has been hugely hampered. Equal opportunity for our youth at par with our counterparts in the rest of the country is a challenge due to this unresolved issue. As the party leading the government, we have consistently reaffirmed our commitment to achieve an honorable and inclusive political settlement, leaving no stone unturned. The NDPP has been at the forefront of ensuring that the Naga people's voice is heard in every discussion. Under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. Nipurio, we have engaged with all relevant stakeholders to build a broad-based consensus. The solution must be inclusive, ensuring that it upholds the dignity and aspirations of the Nagas. Our party has always stood for the Nagas, for progress, and most importantly, peace. For peace, today we reaffirm our commitment to finding just a lasting solution. We must remember unity is our greatest strength. A divided house cannot stand. Therefore, our appeal to all Naga national political groups and NPGs is to find a common ground. A fragmented approach will only weaken our collective position. It is time for us to look beyond our differences and work towards a common destiny for our people. Without peace and unity, there will be no progress. Peace is a required qualification for a permanent solution and all-round development.
Amakan mga babakan saya thagi na hado, tagan sub agriculture laka foundation de thagi siya. They had nothing else to do except agriculture, and on that basis, tagan itu traditional agriculture activity pura self-sufficient thagi siya. Amakan ini sama nekta outside pura na laka do nimok. They used to go take rice, bring back salt. That was our situation hardly 50 years back. That us, our people, the Nagas. Ami babana morom bora government bora kiki diya se. Itu misuse kurna misinterpret kurna gibi babana. Education, progress, development. Itu ani dia bora tu nagamano kanial hoishina gi. Itu lakai ta puta. Iman progress, iman development, iman dia thakadamde amakan nagamanogan. Idia do nijor nimide khanabi self-sufficiency. Aman parents pura iman kam kurigina do. Itu takpi amakan itu chari kena, manoke map mangi kena, morom kurina itu tibi, morom kurina itu kuri tibi, morom kurina itu bonai tibi laga statistic punji siya amakan. Nearly 60 years after statehood, misuse or misinterpretation of the blessings that has been given to us laga papana ko thagile amagan industrial government job pura nagalit agide lu jabo na gi bhabishile government jobs, government servants kam nit nijai ke na tangkha khai ke na khodi bui bole laga rasta khula ase to people Nagalin manugan, naga manugan, moram guna service di boleh laga kam dia. Itu misuse kuri kena, kode bui kena, tangka kai kena, kam nukura. Naga manugi moram nukura category hoise. Amga 19 lakhs naga jon. Tadi 1,30,000 government service. Tadi bora kiman jon abu ni kami bora diki kena, mon diki na kam bora diki ase ajikali. Office chali sob khali. Government hoile to puisa hadam de office jai. Misinterpretation and misuse of our blessings. Amaga naga Article 371 sabi to. Naga manugan statehood padam de we were hardly 6-7 lakh people. India manugan 250 crores manu thaki siya. Itu kan ahigina amagan capture nugur bole nemide Article 371A. Naga mano to itu bera protected na. Tu sa mano ay kina amang laga mati nologo. Amang laga jumbul nologo. Amang laga nature resources nologo ko kina. Blessing ita dia. Itu aja amang ulta hori kina. Amar mati, amar laga khas, amar laga kheti. Article 371 de iso bera amang ki blessing di kina ase. Richest natural resources in Northeast. Mizoram dibi niga nai, Meghalaya dibi nai, Assam amala tel loya ase. Aro amala ki gura ase. Article 371 rakhi kena nichugi itu amala laga ase. Kiba noele to amala ki ekta nidile to itu apunian jiboli dibo koi kena. Blessing misuse kura, blessing misinterpret kura laga itu ase. It is all related to agriculture. School education advisor has told me nearly 120 schools have closed in the villages in Nagaland. Itu mano ki, itu mane posti de mano nai. And if we want to be a successful producing state, we need people in the villages. We need farmers. School bonhua mane posti de mano nai dong. And the basis of our economy is village. Ama jubdi CMB question. Aji itu topic nimidi moi annual administrative report development charter 5 laga saise. Vision document saise. কথাটো ইমান ভাল ভাল ইটো হ'ব ইটো হ'ব ইটো হ'ব বলিবি তাতে একটা দিবি পপুলেশন রেশিও পপুলেশন ডেন্সিটি লাগা মেনশন করা নাই বস্তি খালি আছে খেতি কম কাম কৰিব আৰু খেতি কাম কৰা নাথাকিলে আমাৰ কি খাব এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ সোসাইটি এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ লাগা বেসিস নাগা মানুহ আমাৰ ইনিকা যাইলে তো অলপ ফিউচাৰ ডে তো পাব না কি লাগা কথা আমাৰ পাৰ্টি মানুহ মাজতে ইটো ভাগ কৰি আছে shifting cultivation environmentally not beneficial olibi itu hata nimide amala hard working labor hard working energy laga to ko jaise amala community spirit to ko jaise bosti di to ekta yes contagious group thake micro bosti thake kita tahu naibo itu to amala become club into a bigger like our sema angami ninga hoje tadi amakan community spirit hare jay tadi community contribution bin na thake kuno rokom union chhari ke na jaye si but then the unions of the state in our state has now evolved into something that is very dangerous to development of Nagaland kiba bhal kaam koribo ekta union bara hui jabo kiba development loi jabo ekta association bara bon kori jabo itu sob to amakan bosti mano farmers kan aigina town de thakigina thik se no bujigina bi kotha ola bi bishi ase de itu hoile to aman phal babole noy union federation association kali borsong amakan kotha tamo ola ase to amakan Nagaland development ni bide rasta bona damne amakan nakamanukan na union association na lagi party morum koribi party loyalty thakibi aru amakan sob ki guri bole ase itu guri kina town de no koribi bosti de jai kina cultivation start koribole lagi ami koribi bacha duita ase apne sob kori bacha thakibo capable hard working children MA BA pass kori kina এতিয়া তো মা বাবা পড়া পালি আছে কিলে আপনি গান দেখান যে খেতি কাম করলে নিয়ে গায় বস্তিতে ঘর আছে মাটি আছে নাগাল্যান্ডে আমার ইনি কাম করা মানুষ না এতিয়া ইনিকা হয়েছে মা বাবাকে after educating them till master's degree we are feeding a generation that is still dependent on us মা বাবাকে আৰু দেখান লাগা গভর্নমেন্ট জব বিচাৰি বলে লাগা হালা হালা গুনা করে লাগাবি বেশি আছে দে আমার বাবাকে আমাকে কাম নি বিচাৰি দে আমার মাকে কাম বিচাৰি দে এমএ পাস কৰিছে কোনবা পিএইচডি পাইকে না আছে ইটো লেবার ফোর্স তো আমাৰ চ্যানেল কৰিব পাৰিলে there is a hope that agriculture may develop in the state but frankly as it is amakan naga manukan bosti manu nai frankly koi ase rural development di ami yate bishi sal thaki ase bosti jaile manu nai festival time to bishi thake to bosti manu na thaki kina amar agriculture ni media kotha ko bole to iman dorgar bi nai na ki bhavna ase to ki koi thaki bo amakan mati ase God has given us fertile land God has given us so many natural resources itu bi guru bole ni de amar nijor mati di bi kam nukure to amar ki khabo itu laga kotha ekta bishi ko bole nai reorganization of our society is very important and yati aji ruling party laga leadership yati ase I think we need to reorganize our society it is the honest we are responsible to reorganize I think our society and we have been given aru aman ini bohabi noy Nagaland the blessing Srini Filo Nation like the leader dia to aman kiman sal ini chhari ase party kan ki kam kurigina ase ekta society form kurigina farmer society farmer kiba kurigina aman leadership loigina iniga kurlibi hobona gi lagade babna libi ini boigina man town de bui thagile. I think it will be a very sorry state for our state. Forest kati jabo kuri thaka sob fire cholai dibo landslide kuribo flood aibo pani kheti sob bon kuri jabo jungle hoi jabo aro aman ki kuribo itu nohai.
Amar development do ekdam scientist laga development. Aro minister do bosti pra ahamano. Itu orang dikter. But कोशिश करे से अभी केला हमारा चीफ मिनिस्टर अभी के फोर्स करे से हमें कोशिश करे से और पारी बोले जाए से एक तार रिपोर्ट दिबो नागालैंड दे फॉरेस्ट तो 73% तो फॉरेस्ट है 27% तो अब हम अर्बनाइजेशन अर्बन एरियाज इधर पहला जाने को आरो अमर डिपार्टमेंट परा बायोडाइवर्सिटी फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन रिजर्वेशन कम्युनिटी रिजर्वेशन कम्युनिटी रिजर्व इधर इंट्रोड्यूस करा तो 200 समथिंग बोस्ती के इतिहास तक कोरिया से असो तो अमहन आदि मिनिस्टर साहब जानी बो 1,500 percent तो ऐसे वाला बोस्ती इतिहास भी more than 1,000 तो इतिहास तक फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन दे आहाना है इतो करने सब बनो अजीबरा अमा NDPP पार्टी रैंक एंड फाइल लेडर हम बरा बोस्ती खल लोगोते इंडिविजुअल ना पारिबो ओली भी फॉरेस्ट कंजर्वेशन आरो रिजर्व करिबो कम्युनिटी रिजर्व बनाने अबाखान के रेस्पेक्टिव DFO आरो रेस्पेक्टिव रेंज खान को कथा बोले फॉर्मेट एकटा আছে इतु बनागने आमार PCSF ऑफिस से सबमिट करी थ्रू रेस्पेक्टिव DFO ऑफिस पर आमी खान जो कागज लोगने दिल्ली दे पोंगजाय दिले आमार बोस्ती मानुहा लगते छोटो मोटो मेंटेनेंस चा पानी लगा सब्सिडी आहे इतो फर्स्ट जाने दिया से इंडिविजुअल नाही भी बोस्ती काउंसिल पर कंजर्व करेगने इतो एकता बनाबी आरो वन इसना 73% जंगल আছে आरो 200 ओपरे फॉरेस्ट रिजर्व कम्युनिटी रिजर्व तो करिसे एतो ठीक আছে फिर एकता आरो पहुंचा নাই ताते वेल लाइफ জানো খান একটা भी নাই जंगल तो बेसी আছে बोले बाजी একটা चिड़िया आवाज पे कोना নাই ना एतो कोन लगा गलती आमाहान ला गलती আছে आरो आमा होम मिनिस्टर तो आज नहीं बोली भी होम टिबंग को कबली मन जातो तो in the name of air gun eto bar Nagaland khatam kori diya ase eto air gun no korbo allowed no korbo lage not only others license na air gun bin neti bi aro kitis demauti piki kura ere be bon kori dibo eto bar khatam kori dise eto karone jungle jiman thageli bi environment climate change la pare जंगल इमान धागेली भी इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस से आहिबो न पारे मानो एकला है बोल भी गुंडाई दो बीमार हो तो हवा पानी बा है बोलो आइबो लगे जंगल पता भी ओलो हिलिबो लगे ना आरो चिड़िया लगा आवाज हरण लगा आवाज भालुक लगा आवाज पांडुर लगा आवाज ओलो भुनिले ही इकोलॉजिकल बैलेंस आहिले एनवायरनमेंट तो ठीक हो ओए अमी IFSP नहोइल भी इनी अभी भी प्रैक्टिकल वर्क कोई আছে कागज लिखा तो अभी পড়ানে रे पुण्य लगा कोई আছে এটো কারণে আমার NDPP পার্টি খান এটোতে যাব সদায় বেমাৰ কিচিম কিচিম আহে আমাখানকে কিবা এপিডেমিক বেমাৰ আহিলে ফট ধৰি লয় কেলে এইটোখন বেলেঞ্চ নাথাকা এইটো কাৰণে আজি জেনেৰেল কনভেনশ্যন যাব কৰি বস্তি বস্তি টাউন দি যাখান আমাখানতো জংঘল পালিব লাগে এতিয়াৰ পৰা জুম কাল্টিভেশ্যন নকৰিব পানী খেতি কৰিব আৰু লিমিটেড ফাৰ্মিং কৰিব এইটো কথা ক'ব লাগে বস্তি বস্তি খানকে জুম কাল্টিভেশ্যনটো অলপ বন্ধ কৰিব ফাৰ্মিং দে যাব পানী খেতি আমাৰ স্পেচিয়েলি থেনিমি এৰিয়া আংগামী জাগা চাংখান কৰা নিচিনা পানী খেতি কৰিব আৰু আমাখান নিজেও কৰিব নাপাৰিলে আংগামী জাগা চাং মানুহখান আমাখান লগা পানী খেতি কৰিবলৈ শিকাই দিবি কোনে মাতি আনিব লাগে হা এইটো হ'লে পাৰিবতো আৰু এইটোকে আমাখান এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ মিনিষ্টাৰ এগ্ৰিকালচাৰ এডভাইজাৰ মিনিষ্টাৰ জাষ্ট আমাৰ চিফ মিনিষ্টাৰ আছে আপুনি দুইজন বি তাখানকে অলপ ছাবচিডি দিব লাগিব এনেকুৱা হ'লে পাৰিবতো এনেকুৱা আমাখানকে এনেকুৱা হ'লে ফৰেষ্ট এনভাইৰনমেণ্টটো ক্লাইমেট চেঞ্জটো আহিব এনেকুৱা হ'লে ইক'লজিকেল বেলেঞ্চ আহিব এনেকুৱা হ'লে বেমাৰ বি কমটি মানুহ বি খুচি থাকিব চেহেৰা আৱাজ বি শুনিব চব পাব নাগালেণ্ডে চাবি পইলা টাইগাৰটো আমাৰ ফ্ৰেণ্ডলি আছে টাইগাৰ এইটো বাঘ লগতে বেছি আপুনি খান আলাক নাগা কেনেকৈ আছে নাজানে আমাৰ প্ৰজা খানটো আমাৰ ৰাজা খান আং খান লগা আত্মাটো বাঘ লগতে থাকিবই আৰু হেৰ খান এইটো খান লগা আত্মাটো জংঘল লগাটো ৱেইল্ড লাইফ না জংঘল গাহৰি দাঁত এনেকুৱা ওলা খান এইটোতে আত্মাটো থাকে এইটো খুচি খুচি নামাৰিবি এইটো খুচি খুচি নমৰাবি কয় এইটো ফ্ৰেণ্ডলি না ৰিলেশ্যনশ্বিপ একটা আছে ৰেচপেক্ট আলাক কৰিবি আজিকালি তুমি চব কাটি খাই লয় আৰু একটা বি নাই এতিয়া কোনো ৰকম যোৱা চাল আমাৰ পঞ্জাৱ এৰিয়াত দুইটা আহিছে কঞ্চনজিউ বস্তিতে তাখান বন্দুক পৰা মাৰিছে বোলা তো এইটো পৰা তাইক কামুৰি কিনে মৰাই দিছে এইটো বি আৰু এইটো জংঘল গাহৰিটো ঠিক নাই বোলে কমপ্লেইন কৰে মানুহ মৰাইছে কৰে তাই পৰা আহিলে মাৰি দিয়া নাইতো আমাক যাই বন্দুক মৰাৰ পৰা মাৰি দিছিলোঁ না আৰু কম্পেনচেশ্যনটো দিবহি লাগিব ক'ৰ পৰা আমাক 250 কম্পেনচেশ্যন দিয়াই দিছে আমাখানে গলতি কৰি নে না এইটোতো পাপ কাম হ'ব নেকি ভাবিছে এইটো নকৰিব লাগে
Today, because of Article 371A, as has been extensively emphasized by the former speakers, our people have got it wrong. We have turned the table on the wrong side. We're misusing this protective provision of the Constitution. Not like this. We should not check our own government from bringing in development. We have to use it to safeguard our inherited property, our customary practices and traditions. Not to harass, not to obstruct, and not to, slow down development like this. So we have to educate our people. We have to part with some of our lands, our resources. Why our villagers, the village councils, landowners are stopping the government from producing hydro energies, hydropowers? Why? One glaring example is, you have seen in the paper, 186 megawatts, which is supposed to be produced from Dikhu hydro project. It touches Mon district, Mokokchung district, and Longlang district. Mokokchung and Mon has given clearance, all the villages. We have discussed this in the assembly also, but in Longlang, whereas the other villages in Longlang has agreed, there are about 2 villages which are not agreeing, and so especially our party men and women from that locality, you have to educate our people to let them give the no objection certificate so that we can produce. at least 186 megawatts of hydropower. Likewise, we have small hydropowers, mini hydropowers, from anything from 5 megawatts, 20 megawatts, 30, 40, and so on. So many are there. And it will fall in any one of our jurisdictions, our villages. Please educate our people the importance of producing hydropower, which is the best, most reliable source of power, and the relevance it has on our daily lives, and the relevance it has on the economy of our state. If we save 400-500 crores in a year, we can use these for investment for our future and the present also. We will discuss more. I am sure President, Secretary General, officials of the party will give us time to have a seminar, some kind of interaction in the near future where we can go more thorough. You can also ask questions and we can delve deeper into all these areas which will improve our way of living and strengthen our economy. Thank you very much for what the party has been. As an alternative regional party, we seek God's blessing that this party will be blessed by the Almighty God to continue to be the energy, the brightness, and the progressive party which our Naga people need now and for the future. Long may it run. Thank you.
In the constitution, in the first edition, Muhalai the index nai content nai to lagabo when proposed to say. Number 2, in the Article 3 is amended as any citizen of India of the age of 18 years and above. In the earlier constitution, there was a grammatical error. 18 years, kali 18 above. So years has been inserted as 18 years and above. Article 3, in the article, number 3, in Article 4, organization structure of the party will be amended as NDPP Central Office, Secretary High Court Road, Kohima, Nagaland, 797101. Earlier, head central office headquarters was in Chumugdima. Now we have already constructed our building here, so it has been shifted to Kohima, and address will be like that. Serial number 4, Article 4B, 2 new regions will be added. Serial number 16, serial number 19, Samator, and serial number 20, Newland. Earlier in our constitution, we had 18 region offices. Now we added 2 more, Samator and Newland. So these are the proposed amendment for the constitution. We have, in our party constitution, we have 42 pages, 1 to 11 articles. So, if you gonna study for a chance, I request all the honorable members, if you agreed, shall we all raise our hand and approve this proposal? Shall all raise? Thank you, honorable members. Now the amendment proposal has been approved and adopted on 27 February 2025, 5th General Convention. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Chair, for the time. Long live NDPP.
Clause -G and Article 5, Clause K, and Article 6, Clause A. And having observed all norms as provided by the Constitution, I, Mr. Charlie Sekose, Convener, Election Committee, thereby declares the following elected members against the post indicated for the tenure 2024 to 2027. President, Mr. Jingwang Konyak. Number 2, Secretary General, Mr. Abu Mehta. Number 3, Working President, Mr. N. Bendang Jamil. Number 4, Working President, Mr. H. Chubachan. Number 5, Working President, Mr. Ahobi Zimobi. Number 6, Treasurer, Dr. John Murray. Number 7, Senior Vice President, Mr. Charles Jose. Sorry, I have to elect myself and announce it. Senior Vice President, Mr. Rosamthang Longkomer. Number 9, Senior Vice President, Dr. Chumben Muri. Number 10, Frontal Organization, President, Central Youth Organization, Mr. Imchatoba Imchen. 11, Working President, Central Youth Organization, Mr. Ruvi Puna. Number 12, General Secretary, Central Youth Organization, Mr. Mixishe Zimon. General Secretary, Central Youth Organization, Mr. Melitong Odio. Treasurer, Central Youth Organization, Mr. Sedaviko Angami. Number 15, President, Central Women Organization, Ms. Rikali S. Zimomi. 16, Working President, Central Women Organization, Ms. Jesse Konyo. 17, General Secretary, Central Women Organization, Ms. Imli Naro Stephen Izum. 18, Treasurer, Central Women Organization, Ms. Maipo Walim. Number 19, President, Central Agri and Allied Organization, Mr. Y. Wikeho Su. 20, Convener, Economic and Commerce Committee, Mr. Imnatiba. 21, Convener, Students Committee, Mr. Medo Yoka. 22, Convener, Committee for Promotion of Culture, Mr. Y.P. Chilio Kyung Gan. Accordingly, to save time, the rest of the elected office bearers will be announced in the next.
Past 8 years of NDPP party organized kora, set up kora. Aru noi moina bitode amakan general election face kora. Idu shaile Isor Morombara amakan success stories. General election hobi, state election, by-election hobi, Lok Sabha election hobi. So GDC. Kinaga jidishe, Khali leaders no, grassroots workers, frontier organizations, Abakan united or active participation law nimide, Amakan government law book party. Why time thage, election di kono ba harabo, kono ba jitibo. Kintu party record chale NDPP party office bearers aru amagan primary member talk man discipline kore na kaam kora nimite isor amagan ke morom kurse itu nimite sob party ranks of file logote ama khushi jonai ase aru ahadin bi inaga kaam koro lage amagan alliance logote BJP alliance thaga idui amagan takat paise amagan absolute majority na pailibi alliance para government banai gana ase aru election face kora to so parise khali last Lok Sabha election 2024 Lok Sabha election to Amakan sab ke surprise korishi opposition less government with all the abilities NCP hobby NPP hobby LGP Ramvelas Laga RPI NPF JDU are independent. Opposition-less government is very rare. Aru inaga amakan NDPP late government thaga temde. When we are at our peak, itu time de 2024 Lok Sabha haraisidu. It came as a shock for everybody. I don't blame any one of you. We ourselves and all of you, we were little complacent. We were overconfident. But as mentioned by the former speakers, it was a political defeat. It was an ideology defeat. Aru inaga force imana here se koi gana amagan poila idu Bible noara odesi. Itubara it is a very costly lesson for us. Aru whatever God is God. Kintu ekta mon bikhado. Our regional party, amagan regional party asudu. We are the face of our people. Regional party do extraordinary responsibilities ase. National party hoy, bahar laga party hole, bahar laga decision, facilities or protection bhi ahe. Kintu amagan to regional party to we solely depend on the people themselves and on our party. And we feel responsible as a guardian to our people, the indigenous people. Aro mon bikhato amagan Lok Sabha election haraise. That means no regional voice in parliament. Regional laga problem aha, issue aha, parliament Kobonoana. That is hurting us. Walibi, Jaise, it is a very costly lesson. But we all had learned from our complicits, mistakes. Kindu, itu bi ekta, inaga General Convention law type day. So party manu, top leader pra niche talk with the elected members and our former members. Inaga thaga demde itu ठीक लेकिन पीछे दी तो आरो इनका mistake होने लगे. When we are at our best, opposition-less government, 60 members together in the government. Our opponent has not one MLA in the parliament. Many polling booths today election agent भी नहीं, तो भी हमारे हाराई से तो. So to human beings, it is like a miracle, but we know what happened. Anyway, we'll leave it to the judgment of the people, and we praise to God that we don't face such situation again, for which we all have to be alert. In a situation, thaga dem de. Ako ekta ekdam bal khobra ahadu. 2024 ULB election. I say with 33% women reservation. After 21 years of struggling to have that women reservation in the urban local bodies election, which was supported and mandated by all the tribal halls and public. Idu time day, we went to the pool. Out of 278 members, Idu councillors elect global time day. It surprised us again. The people were not against our party. People were with NDPP, with us. They're not angry with the leaders. And they voted out of 278, 153 councillors among party bra GDC. And women reservation, itu election jado 33% hoigana 37% GDC. They won even in the general wards. What a surprise, and what a pleasant surprise. In our last general election also, as mentioned earlier, amagan duita ladies candidate. Duita bhi jitishe. Today, one is a minister, one is an advisor, holding heavy responsibilities. Department Durigana in Nagal. So, NDPP, in all these both circumstances, we had created history. Therefore, my appreciation goes to the party and the leaders like you, the grassroots workers, and the public who voted for us.
This resolution has been prepared after thorough deliberations, consultations, and discussions with the Honorable Chief Minister, his cabinet colleagues, and the party leadership led by the President. I therefore take this privilege as the convener of the Resolution Committee to read out the resolution as follows. The Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, NDPP, was established at a time when the people desired a new regional political party that would represent the voice and aspirations of the masses and respond to the need for change in governance and developmental perspectives. The preamble of our Constitution pledges to strive towards the realization of justice and equality under a spirit of peace and fraternity, upholding the highest tradition of democracy and freedom. Therefore, in alignment with the commitments enshrined in the NDPP Constitution and our election manifestos, the 5th General Convention of the NDPP, held on February 27, 2025 in Kohima, hereby adopts the following resolutions. Political. The Indo-Naga political imbroglio has always been and remains at the top of the NDPP agenda. We express our appreciation to all Naga national political groups and to leaders, past and present, for making significant contributions in the journey of the Naga people and our aspirations for honor, recognition, and lasting peace. These efforts and sacrifices have ensured that the unique history and culture of the Nagas was recognized and acknowledged. This was underscored by the declaration made by the former Prime Minister of India, late Atal Bihari Vajpayee, during his maiden visit to Nagaland in October 2003. The Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation of 1873, the representation to the Sime Commission in 1929, the plebiscite of 1951, the Framework Agreement of 2015, and the agreed position of 2017 are some of the many historic milestones that bear witness to the unique history of the Naga political movement. The NDPP reaffirms its commitment to defend and protect the history and rights of the Naga people and to constantly make efforts to facilitate the realization of a lasting peace. We deeply appreciate the sacrifices and contributions of every Naga family towards the Naga issue. The NDPP also acknowledges the efforts of individuals, Naga national political groups, political parties, churches, tribal hosts, and civil society organizations in ensuring that peace prevails in our state. In today's era, there is an urgent need for the Naga story to be presented on a globally recognized stage, one that leverages the talents and ingenuity of the Nagas. Therefore, the NDPP appeals to all stakeholders to come together and continue sharing our story so that it is appreciated and accepted both nationally and globally. At this critical juncture in the Indo-Naga political issue, the NDPP calls upon all Naga national political groups to heed the voices and aspirations of the people and to unite in achieving our common goal of achieving a negotiated political settlement of the Indo-Naga political issue. The NDPP urges all negotiating parties, especially the Government of India, to ensure and expedite a final settlement of the Indo-Naga political issue, one that is honorable, acceptable, and inclusive of all stakeholders, and one that upholds and honors the rights and history of the Naga people. This settlement is essential for establishing lasting peace and ensuring comprehensive progress for Nagaland and the Naga people. The NDPP further appeals to the Government of India to reconsider its decision to abolish the existing free movement, FMR, and to urgently halt the construction of border fencing along the Indo-Myanmar border. Within the traditional borders recognized for generations that spans across India and Myanmar, Nagas have since time immemorial lived and moved freely without any restrictions or interference. The removal of the FMR and the erection of border fences could adversely affect our state's delicate situation and impede ongoing Indo-Naga political talks, potentially leading to civil unrest and deteriorating law and order. Therefore, the NDPP strongly believes that the Government of India must allow the FMR to continue and cease the construction of border fences. As a regional party, the NDPP is deeply rooted in the rich culture and traditions of our people. We remain committed to upholding, preserving, and promoting our vibrant heritage, a legacy passed down to us since time immemorial for the benefit of future generations. Economy. The NDPP remains steadfast in our commitment to ensure the all-round economic growth of the state. We will continue to work closely with the government to ensure that our economy grows in tandem with national and global economic trends. The NDPP envisions Nagaland becoming the economic hub of the Government of India's Act East policy, emerging as a major player and serving as a gateway to the ASEAN nations. We will also strive to establish Nagaland as a major economic center both nationally and internationally. The NDPP records its appreciation for the government under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister for conceiving and implementing various schemes such as the Chief Minister's Microfinance Initiative, Chief Minister's Universal Life Insurance Scheme, Chief Minister's Health Insurance Scheme, the Disaster Risk Transfer Paramedic Insurance Solution, first in India, and other visionary programs in sectors including tourism, youth, sports, agriculture, and industry. These initiatives have spurred rapid economic growth, evidenced by a surge in startups and entrepreneurship throughout the state. The NDPP further urges the state government to implement targeted programs in entrepreneurship, information technology, artificial intelligence, incubation facilities, energy, agriculture, and sustainability, supported by policies that enhance the economy and generate employment beyond the public sector. The NDPP congratulates the government of Nagaland for its effort in globalizing Nagaland through tourism, particularly with the successful organization of the 25th edition of the Hornbill Festival. The visionary inclusion of international partners and collaborations with global superpowers has propelled brand Nagaland onto international platforms. With tourism rapidly emerging as a key economic driver globally, and given the significant advancements in Nagaland's tourism sector, the NDPP is confident that the state's economy will continue to grow robustly. As the tourism and services sectors expand, the NDPP is confident that this growth will help reduce unemployment and directly benefit grassroots communities, the ultimate beneficiaries of economic progress. The NDPP appeals to the Government of India to reconsider and revoke the reimposition of the protected, restricted area permit regime, which significantly hampers the growth of the tourism and industrial sectors. We further urge the Government of Nagaland and civil society organizations to impress upon the Government of India the need to revoke this regime from Nagaland. The NDPP puts on record our appreciation at the Honorable Chief Minister for having raised this concern at the meeting of the Northeast Council in January, and also the State Cabinet for deciding and urging the Government of India to revoke the reimposition of the PAP-RAP regime. Agriculture. The Nagas have, since time immemorial, been an agrarian society. It is a priority of the NDPP to ensure that our primary economic sector, agriculture, grows and develops in line with global advancements. With changing times, the traditional system of subsistence farming must be transformed into large-scale production using modern technologies. The NDPP appeals to the government to facilitate this transformation through policies that promote partnerships, collaborations, and technology transfers with national and international experts. These initiatives will help farmers adapt to new technologies and adopt modern practices such as blockchain integration, value addition, and organic farming strategies that will elevate our agricultural sector from subsistence farming to a modern, profitable industry. Youth. The NDPP congratulates the state government led by the Honorable Chief Minister for implementing policies and programs directed at youth empowerment, recognizing that the youth are the future of the state. The NDPP is confident that the government's initiatives will soon enable our young people to compete on par with their counterparts both nationally and internationally. The government's policies on sports, youth development, startup, and entrepreneurship have yielded positive results for our youth. The successful hosting of major events such as the Asia Music Summit, the South Asian Cross Country Championships, the Northeast Olympics, and the Nagaland Super League is a testament to the government's commitment to nurturing our young talent. These initiatives also promote employment generation, and the NDPP encourages the government to continue and expand such endeavors. While significant progress has been made, the NDPP further appeals to the state government to continue implementing initiatives for youth empowerment that drive employment generation. Programs such as the Chief Minister's Scholarship for Music and Arts, the Dr. T. Au State Sports Awards, and the Chief Minister's Meritorious Student Scholarships are commendable efforts that support the growth of our emerging generation. The NDPP also urges the state government to effectively utilize the special purpose vehicles, SPVs, that have already been established, such as the missions in the fields of honey, bamboo, tafpa, iron, etc., to ensure that the youth of the state are provided with ample opportunities to grow and benefit from these programs and schemes. The NDPP believes that some government policies and acts require reassessment and revision to adapt to changing times. It is time for Nagaland to transform itself from merely an implementing agency into a facilitator, creating new avenues that enable our youth and citizens to collaborate with national and international entities, supported by proactive government initiatives and patronage. Governance and administration. The NDPP has always prioritized transparency, accountability, and good governance, as enshrined in our Constitution and election manifestos, and we remain committed to ensuring these principles are implemented in letter and spirit. The NDPP appreciates and congratulates the Honorable Chief Minister and the Government of Nagaland for the creation of 6 new districts: Noklak, Newland, Chamukadima, Chimingyu, Shamator, and Meluri. This decision underscores the recognition and importance that the government places on the tribes representing these districts. The establishment of these districts ensures that governance reaches the doorsteps of the people, opens new opportunities, and enables residents to be on par with the rest of the state. The NDPP appreciates the government's decision to create these new administrative districts, which acknowledges and empowers the tribes and communities in these regions. The creation of these new districts aligns with the Government of India's policy of minimum government, maximum governance. The NDPP is confident that residents in these districts will greatly benefit from improved access to good governance, enhanced service delivery, and the efficient implementation of government programs. The NDPP supports the demands of the people of Eastern Nagaland for the establishment of the Frontier Nagaland Territory in line with their aspirations for development and all-around progress. The party appeals for strengthened brotherhood and unity, reaffirming our commitment to the unity of the Naga family. We will continue to strive toward bringing together the broader Naga community and achieving a unified Nagaland. This resolution stands as a testament to our shared vision for a prosperous, unified, and forward-looking Nagaland. As mentioned in the beginning, since this resolution has been prepared after thorough deliberation and discussions, shall we all adopt it by raising our right hands? Yes, thank you so much. The resolutions of the 5th General Convention of the NDPP is hereby adopted on this 27th February 2025.